Hi, Robert Silver here, and I have a question. Have you been struggling with attracting clients? What about ways to scale and grow your business? Or have you been conflicted with how to use the latest social media apps and trends to grow your audience and influence? Marketing Monday is about helping photographers and any other business really to increase their digital presence with little to no cost by leveraging social media and other creative tools available on the market, as well as keeping you updated on all the latest digital marketing trends happening today. Tune in with me every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my YouTube channel for strategies, techniques, tips, and advice on how to help build your brand online. Hey everyone, we are here with our third episode of Marketing Monday. That's right, every Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tune in because I'm going to be sharing with you the latest marketing trends, tips and tricks on how to level up your social media and marketing game for any creative out there. A lot of it will be geared toward photographers, but the language is the same. If you're a model, fashion designer, artist, small business, whatever, and you're looking for creative ways to leverage the marketing tools that are available for us a lot of times at no cost, then this is when you want to tune in and get hip to the game. Because I'm doing the research. Not only am I doing the research for myself and my own brand, I'm also doing it for my job. And I'm a social media manager over at PureMind Music and Audio Recording Institute over in San Francisco. So I'm taking everything I've learned, as well as from school. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in music and entertainment business. So I'm taking all of that, plus my experience, and trying to bring that over to you so that you can level up as well as I am, so that we all share in the growth opportunities that are out there. Now, this episode today was brought to you by last episode because there was a great topic that was brought up, and I felt that, wow, it deserves its own show. And it really, because, how can I say, the idea came about because I was talking about how important it is for photographers to get into doing video as well. And I felt that topic deserved this entire show, and that's why this one is entitled Photography Alone Will No Longer Cut It, okay? Ladies and gents, that is the fact. That is the absolute fact when it comes to you being a photographer and you want to get paid, okay? Inflation is through the roof. It's going to continue to be that way for as long as I can foresee it, but I'm no accountant or anything. Cost of living is ridiculous. Try to buy a home right now, it's looking ugly, okay? But that doesn't mean that you don't deserve to live a lifestyle that you want as a creative and produce the things that you are passionate about. Again, whether you're a photographer, videographer, an illustrator, a designer, whatever it is. But regardless of that, you're going to have to know how to market yourself and leverage particular opportunities that are in front of us, because there are some, okay? Now, I'm going to speak today is going to really be about for a message to photographers, but really this can apply again to anyone in terms of looking for opportunities to scale their business, because that's really what I want to hit it home run with, and make sure that you understand that this episode is about you being able to scale your business and making sure that your photography business is relevant in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, because this market is changing, and it's changing quick. And this is part of why I'm doing so many reel videos on my Instagram. If you go ahead and follow me, make sure you do. Go ahead. Here's a little commercial stop. Go ahead and follow me on social media, wherever that is, because as you can see here, if you're on Instagram right now watching me, hit that link in my bio. You can check out all my social media pages. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you do, please. Everybody else there, you can see on YouTube all my handles there. But I'm going hard on the paint with video lately because this is just the way things are. Okay. Hold on, let me switch over to before we go over. Okay, I actually have 4 reasons that I made, or like really I came up with that why photography alone's not no longer going to cut it. It's no longer going to be able to pay all the bills. You're going to still need extra jobs and everything else to supplement so that you could still chase your passion. Okay, but the more extra jobs you get, the more ways that you need to hustle up some money means that's another minute, that's another hour, that's another day away from you tackling and spending time on your craft. Okay, so that's why I want to bring this topic up for you. But first, before we do all that, little commercial stop right here. Okay, for those who are on YouTube or can get to my YouTube channel, if you really dig what I'm bringing you in this concept of how to make money through your passion, right? In this case, it's photography, videography, or whatever your art is, then please support what I'm doing so by either my Cash App, which is $Robert Silver 247, or head to my YouTube channel right now and hit me with a super chat, okay? Because what it allows me to do is that I can let go of other things that are taking up time, and I can dedicate more time to providing you with more useful, educational, and informative content. All right. Or if you just want to be nice to me, feel free to to send me a Snapchat or that um that Cash App. That's fine too if you just want to be nice. But really, I want to give you, hopefully, something more valuable than what you decide to donate to me. Okay. Anyway, now let's get back into it. Again, as I said, photography alone will no longer cut it. Okay. Now. Let's start with the first reason, okay? And I really want to hear from all of you out there, whether you agree with me on these points, whether it's, and trust me, there's almost no wrong answer. Just don't be disrespectful, obviously. That'd be nice. So let's go ahead on over. Boom. Okay. Okay. Let me just copy and paste this and put it somewhere new. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if I could share screen so you can see the questions too. That'd be a little too nice. Oh, okay. Well, let me see that. Okay, that's cool though. Okay. Add this one. Okay. So the first reason why photography alone is no longer going to cut it. Okay. Social media platforms, and I kind of touched on this last week. Social media platforms are heavily favoring video content more than ever. Matter of fact, its algorithm purposely is favoring heavily more than still photography or still images. So even if you don't want to, if you're not in photography right now to get paid or anything, then at least if you're just trying to get more reach, more impressions, and have more eyeballs on your content, then you're literally cutting yourself off by only posting still images. I'm not saying stop altogether, okay? But video content has to be a part of your social media marketing strategy. That is just the way it is. Now, good thing is that if when you do post video content, ergo reels or TikToks or YouTube shorts, you're almost guaranteed, I'm going to say a heavy almost, a big bold almost guaranteed 3 to 5 times more reach on that one post. I've done it numerous times. Now, there are some variables that affect your reel performance. One is, are you using some of the extra features on that social media app? Because if you are, the algorithm actually favors you using more of their features and then puts a little bit more bump in it in terms of priority when it goes to sharing it and suggesting it to other viewers. Another thing is, are you posting it at the right time? Now, if you turn your, let's say Instagram, if you turn your profile to a business page, it will give you all the analytics, and it's called insights. You tap on that and it'll give you all the analytics and important information as to not only your demographic profile of your audience, but also when they are more than likely active on Instagram and the time and what day of the week is best for you. So like some slow times for me is like the weekends, right? So if I don't have a reel per se, let's say Saturday, I might just post an image because I know it's not going to dramatically affect me as much of me not taking care of leveraging the algorithmic opportunity since my audience isn't as tuned in on the weekends as they are on a Tuesday, let's just say. So I want to make sure I have my awesome, amazing reel saved in a draft for that Tuesday, for that moment. Again, your analytics are also going to say what time they're normally available. So if it's like 9 to 12, duh, that's when you need to be posting. Now, I do a test. Take a good reel that's relevant to your audience, post it at that particular time that your analytics is telling you when your audience is generally most um, on the app, and then post a still image and post a reel. One day, like one day, do the still image with, and I could almost guarantee you're gonna get way more views, way more eyeballs on your reel. That's why you need to add that to your social media and marketing strategy. That goes for because of TikTok. That goes for TikTok. Um, that may go for Twitter. I don't know how Twitter's algorithm exactly is. I don't think it's favoring videos so much more like Instagram is, but for sure Facebook, because now Facebook has reels on it too, and through its mobile app, you could upload directly your reels to your Facebook professional profile page and your personal profile page. So these apps are telling you what time it is, and right now it's all about video content. So it behooves you as a still photographer to start understanding how to create high quality video content, even if you're not trying to get paid more, even though my message is for those who are really trying to get paid more off their photography. But even if it's just marketing purposes, then you just got to get with the program. Thankfully, any camera you bought within the past 3 to 5 years does really good video. And almost anything, hell, even your cell phone does 4K 60 frames a second. So really no excuse in terms of gear. You just need good lighting and good audio. So you're really off to the races. You're already halfway there. You have the camera and you have the lenses. Now, so um here's the good part. When you're getting that reach, that increase of reach by double, by 100, 200, 300%, by posting real videos versus or TikTok videos, vertical videos versus a still image. This is organic traffic. You're not paying for it. These are people who are what do they call it? Unique viewers. So therefore, these are people who are not following you that may see your content. Thus, a good chance that you get increased in followership or subscription, etc. That's why leveraging these marketing trends is to your benefit and not bucking, not being so hard-headed about it. Like, oh, I've seen so many videos or complaints where everyone's like, oh, Instagram's all about video. Excuse me, it's all about vertical video, and it's like a TikTok, and it's like, so we don't pay to use it. So, you know, the reason why I love social media is because it's free. And therefore, I have an immediate audience to the entire world through these apps. And when these apps get hundreds of millions of users a month and I don't pay a dime to use it, clearly there's going to be some cons. One con is that they have a lot of my information. Second con is if they change direction and priorities in their algorithm, that's a con. But at the same time, it is what it is. Okay. Um, I'm not going to develop an app and call it whatever. I'm just going to use the one that everyone's on. My goal as a photographer who wants to be pro profit and make money off of my craft is to make sure that my work and is accessible and able to be seen by anybody. Therefore, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I was on Google's, dang, I forgot what Google's platform, but I was on Google too. I update my Google profile because people do view that through Google Maps and Google Search. I do my SEO marketing on my own website. I meta tag all of my images that go on there in each page. I'll do a video on how to optimize your photography website later on. And so, and all of these opportunities gives my art access to be in front of potentially millions of people. So, you gotta just take your lumps. You gotta know when to fight your battles. Is what I'm saying. Now, whew, with that said, the next reason why I think photography alone is no longer gonna cut it, ladies and gents, is wait, do we have a question? Hold on, let me just double check. Let's just see here. Hey Daryl, I appreciate you tuning in, man. Trust me, I'm trying to do the Lord's work here and make sure you creatives get paid. Okay? With that said, questions is all I ask. Minimum, subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask, okay? If you can't do a Cash App, Snapchat, all that, that's all good. I don't hate, but at least participate by subscribing to my channel. Anyway, now, thank you, Daryl, for checking in. Now, the next reason, as I said, why photography alone is no longer going to cut it. Number two, the fastest way, it's the fastest way to scale your business. Okay, that's if you're here to make money. But the same knowledge or the same logic applies if you want to increase your audience, your influence, your brand in general. Okay. Uh, Video right now is the fastest way. That's why marketers right now are all about video. Okay. And these platforms are so welcoming to vertical video. And the reality is you gotta get with it. Vertical videos are here and they're here to stay. So much so that I use the Lumix S5 camera right now to do my webcam, right? And I use it for still photography and I can use it for video, okay? Which I do. I do all that. Now, with this camera has a feature where I can create frame markers. So it has a feature where if I'm recording video vertically with the camera, it automatically takes that vertical video and it's already vertical once I drag and drop it and put it into Adobe Premiere. Now, why did Panasonic come up with such a feature where it already optimizes the rotation of the video for what and it tells the camera it knows it should be vertical because they know that's where a lot of people are heading in terms of marketing their content. Therefore, it's future proofing my work. Now, me personally, I still record horizontal, but I think with a vertical concept in mind. So if I know I'm going to use that video footage, I'm going to shoot at least 4K, if not 5.9K, and then have frame markers so I can see where I'm in the center, so I know how it's going to look. The moral of the story is vertical videos are here to stay. And that's okay. Embrace it. It's all good. It's just a marketing thing. It doesn't have to be your business model, but it should be a part of your marketing strategy. That's a fact. I don't care what business you're in. Now, now back to what I was saying. Because of the fact that algorithms are purposely pushing and incentivizing you to do more vertical videos, short form videos, meaning videos usually under 2 minutes, depending on the platform. It's the fastest way to scale your business in terms of audience. Now let's talk about money. Adding video production to your product mix. If you don't understand product mix and stuff like that, basically the list of services or products that you offer. In our case, we're a service industry, right? As a photographer or a beautician or hairstylist, etc. Well, photographer in this case, if you just do photography, right? Let's say portraits in my case, and then I do headshots, I do family, and I do weddings. I don't do kids portraits too much. I don't do the kids. But but in general, portraits, headshots, weddings, family. Cool, that's great. But there's only so much I can do in terms of scale my business before I price myself out of my market, right? So unless people are willing to pay $1,000 to sit in front of my lens, right? I only could charge so much. Now, adding video to your product mix, right? Now you have photography and now you have video. You can easily, with the same hour of work, double, triple, and maybe even quadruple the same rate, as long as you can produce the quality that justifies it. But you could easily do that the next day. Now, now, at least double it. That's for sure. Why? Less people. People realize how much harder it is to do high quality video. Believe it or not, clients do not have the time to invest in learning how to produce high quality video. That's why a lot of huge corporations, Nike, Men's Warehouse, and even Nikon, all these people, they outsource to either marketing agencies or to a freelancer to produce a particular video project, whether it be for their commercial, ad, etc. Because it's cheaper in the long run to just have someone who already has all the gear, the knowledge, etc., to plan and execute that video project. And that could be you. Last year, I had a client that paid me for 1 day of work. Okay, video commercial client, right? 1 day full of work, and it was literally 10 times the amount I got for my full day rate for photography, for portrait photography. Now, granted, there's more to do when it comes to video production, right? You have to worry about audio. I'm definitely hiring an assistant, a lot more gear, sound, all that stuff. But a lot of the stuff that I've gotten to build my video production gear, I've only had to buy once. You know, filters, um, a set of batteries, etc. Like they're not reoccurring liabilities per se. Um, but the investment was worth it because with one or two good clients, it'll pay for that extra gear. And a lot of the gear you already would have had. You already would have had ND filters. You already would have had tripods. You need just maybe a different tripod, but it's like you already would have had these things. And if you're already making social media content, you already have a microphone. You have an idea of framing. You have an idea of good lighting. With that said, just adding that. Here's another thing. It's gonna make you more money. Quite honestly, just adding video production. Okay. Part of the reason why I was able to get hired as a social media marketing manager was because of the quality of video production I already did, not only for clients but for myself. And my boss was like, okay, oh hey everybody, thank you. I'm sorry guys, everybody's tuning in on Instagram. What's up, Instagram? Um, was because not only the branding and using of still and video content for my branding, but they saw what I did for others as well and said, hey, come do that for us. So adding video opened up more opportunities for me. There have been numerous clients that because of video, yeah, they saw that I understood lighting and framing and composition through my still photography, but they hired me to do video. And I, every time, pound for pound, meaning hour to hour, I always got paid a minimum 2 to 3 times more per hour or per package um, than my photography work. It's a no brainer. Like if I only got paid for video all the time, I'd be a very happy person. I'd be working a lot because of editing and everything. Um, but again, those type of things you might be able to outsource. I have a buddy who's good at editing and throw him some money. So there's opportunities there too. Like I take care of my assistants. Like sometimes they help me for free, but then shout out to Alyssa, shout out to Derek. But at the same time, when I get gigs, I always throw money their way because those clients gives the budget that allows me to take care of my the people who've been taking care of me and help me out. Okay, looks like I have a quick question. Hold on, what do we got here? Hey, TMIDD, video is becoming a must even when it comes to social media platforms. Absolutely. Just like I said in my first point, like if you want to leverage social media, make it poppin', gain that influence, and increase your branding, you have to do video content. I don't care if you're a photographer, videographer, a masseuse, a freaking hairstyle. I don't give a damn what it is. You got to produce video content. And this is just all about gaining the system. Stop trying to be hard headed and refusing, like when people are stuck in their ways. Social media, you don't have time to be stuck in your ways when you're trying to leverage the opportunities and tools that social media gives us. The reality is, great thing about social media is it's generally free. Okay? It's generally free to use. And it benefits you, in my opinion, more than it does not. Okay? And what I mean by that is if I'm trying to run a business, now I have an even playing field against professional creatives. Let's just say if I was a small magazine, I'm on the same platform as a larger magazine. And I have the same chances to reach some of those eyeballs as well, as long as I get my marketing strategy right and have realistic objectives and plans to execute them. So that's what I love about social media and why I'm really passionate about it and why I'm trying to tell you all who are working creatives out there that this is the time. Like, this is the time. When you see battles of TikTok and Instagram going at it, to me, I love it because that means features, features, and features, and more features. And quite honestly, because of the war between TikTok and or Meta and Meta, them going at it, man, I've been loving some of the features. One of the features I love so much is the remix feature through your vertical videos. And if you aren't using, hey, thank you, Stephanie. If you aren't using some of these features right now, I'm telling you, you're losing out because the algorithm literally increases or is more likely to boost your video to new viewers if you're just using their features. Hell, Instagram even compensates you depending on how many plays you get. It'll pay you up to $100 as long as you get all these dang reels going. And a lot of my reels that have done really well, man, I use the template. There's a template feature. I just use a template and put my stuff, add my stuff, and replaced it with the old someone else's stuff, and put my own video in there, and boom, bada bing. I mean, it's so easy. It's so easy that it's almost downright disrespectful, and that's why I want to just let you know, photographers know, man, you gotta get with the program. I'm not saying stop taking still images. But when it comes to marketing or even scaling your business and you want to make more money, video is where it's at and it's where it's going to stay. Okay. Until maybe virtual reality takes over or something. Okay. So, whew, man, I drank coffee like 6 hours, 8 hours ago, and I'm still feeling it. Now, again, if for those out there on Facebook, where else on YouTube, etc., please, show your support, show some love, a little Cash App action at $ Robert Silver 247, or send me a good old super chat. That's cool too. Either way, it all helps me to continue to produce great content, because what I want to do later on is start inviting people into this conversation. So if that's something you want to take part in, this one of our upcoming conversations, feel free to let me know. But again, I'm going to continue to keep bringing you this awesome, juicy stuff. Go ahead and make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, uh, and Twitter, etc., and TikTok at Robert Silver Photography, and most importantly, YouTube. And now, if you're on my social media, you should be clicking on that button on my profile, and follow me on any of those other pages. Okay. Now let's get back into it. Okay. Whew, I tell you. And believe it or not, folks, I'm going to wake up at like 5 a.m. tomorrow and hit the gym, because that's how we roll. We don't give up. We don't bend. We don't fold. Okay. When we got goals. Now, let's talk about number 3. The third reason why photography alone is no longer gonna cut it. Okay? It's because clients nowadays expect you to be able to record video. That is just a good old fashioned fact. That's a reality check. Okay? If I could, I'd hit you with a let me see if I got some sound effects for you guys, because you guys may not understand what the hell I'm trying to say. Okay? Um, okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. We're going to go with this one, okay? We're going to go with this one because I don't think you guys really understand what I'm trying to do for you, okay? And, okay, there we go. Oh, no. There we go. This is what's going to happen. You guys, if you don't want to get into videography, then this just may be a hobby for you, and that's cute. That's fine. But this episode, or my series, Marketing Monday, is about leveling up your game, scaling your business, making more money. Otherwise, get another job. Okay, this ain't the channel if you are trying to look for another job. This is for those for creatives that are looking to try to make more money from their passion, right? Make their passion their profession. And if not, you need to go somewhere else. With that said, like I was saying earlier, clients want more than still images a lot of the time. That's right, I said it. Clients want more than just still images. Now, what do I mean by that? I get more questions more than ever uh, from wedding clients when I'm talking to them. Oh, by the way, do you do video? Oh, by the way, do you do this? Um, One of my recent video clients asked the opposite. She said, "Oh, you do oh, okay, great. We got the video. Oh, by the way, do you do headshots?" There we go. Clearly, people are expecting you to be able to be multifaceted, especially with the um, technology and the way cameras are right now. A lot of people, believe it or not, buy great cameras. They're intimidated by how it works, and then they just never use it again. Even though in their heart they have a desire to do photography, but yet the camera itself, okay, is complicated to many people to learn, and it has a big learning curve. Therefore, when they hire someone like you as a professional, um, they expect you to know how to do it all. So they know that most cameras nowadays can do great still images. That's pretty much a given because they see this. They see it can be done with an iPhone, but they also are gonna say, "Well, can you do video too?" I've outsourced or recommended videographers. One year, what was it? I think it was during COVID or right before COVID. I was recommending. I think it was before COVID. I was recommending so many other people to videography work where I literally at the end of the year was like, "Wait, what the WTF?" I said, "This does not make sense." I just I just gave away tons of money to other people, which at the time is fine. I'm not gonna be butthurt over it, but the the point is that that could have been my money, and I could have just hired somebody, paid them X amount, and then took the majority of the profit. Even if I paid them 40%, I could have walked away with 60% more from that video pricing on top of the photography I'm gonna do. So I said, damn, I'm not gonna do that again. And that's when I started a few years back to really implement a video production strategy, or at least adding video production to my product mix. Okay. And it has been beneficial. That's when I started to get hired, sometimes exclusively for video projects. And I never took on a project I did not feel confident that I can execute. Don't do that. Always under promise, over deliver, right? Do more than what you're paid for. That means take on projects you know you can crush and crush well. Okay. Um, One way I sharpened my video production skills was by doing my film projects, starting off with 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, or under 15-minute shorts, and I've done 9 of them so far. Has gained me the not only the confidence, but the know-how and the ability to have a team around me in case I need them for my paid projects, as well as the gear that I've bought along the way to make these indie film projects. But really, they were all helping me sharpen my tools and my know-how to execute video production uh, uh, um, um, content for my clients. Because my clients, they have a vision, and your job is to execute that vision for them, and again, over deliver. So I know this is an overnight process, but I just want to really try to get in your mind that this is the way clients are really coming at it. When they see a photographer, they're really thinking photographer slash videographer. So you're really, let's just say if you're getting a dollar for dollar for each service, you're literally losing 50% of your business, right? You're not getting them both $2. You're not getting $2 out of it. You're going to leave a dollar on the table every time by not offering or being able to give that service to that potential client. Um, so that's why I recommend highly that you at least take a stab at it, try it out, Start somewhere small, somewhere simple. Event photography, candid event photography, something like that, and just start from there. Like I said, look for somebody online that does video editing that you could trust, and then outsource the editing to them. If they want 25 an hour, charge 50 an hour, and then you keep 25, your friend keeps 25, and then there you go. That's not a bad way to do it. Or hell, charge 65. But either way, just really think about the fact that clients are expecting this more and more out of you. One of my clients wants to do vertical videos out of the horizontal video that we shot. That's just the reality, because for their marketing, they already know they need to choose some vertical videos, or have vertical videos for their reels or their TikToks. So therefore, when I'm producing this content for them, then I have to keep that in mind as well. Plus, for me, that's another way for you to add another service. So an add on. So if you have a video production, well, charge extra for like 5 or 6 vertical videos that you'll do for them for X amount. So now you're getting more on the back end. There's almost an infinite creative ways for you to level up just by adding video production to your product mix. But if you're not even dabbling or even contemplating that, then it, the market, how can I say, the economy right now is not pretty for just still photography. I'm sorry. Landscape, street, all that. I can get it from stock images, from story blocks, all that stuff. I get video, I get free content all day. Okay, to use. I pay my annual subscription, and I can get stock images all day. You're not going to be able to eat, survive, put away for retirement, level up, go to vacation, and feel good about yourself that you've dedicated so much time and money into your passion if you can't eat and pay rent. Okay? This is what it's about. Because I go through it too. Trust me. Um, oh, Simon's got a question. Okay, here we go. What video editing software do you use? Okay, great question. Personally, Simon, I use Adobe Creative. First of all, I use Adobe Creative Cloud. I pay for the entire membership for that. So that gives me access to Photoshop, Lightroom, Illustrator, After Effects, Adobe InDesign, and for video editing, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, and then I also have audio. What is it? Audition, Adobe Audition. And I self. Here's the thing, folks. Because I got serious about getting into video, I self-taught myself how to use all of these programs. After Effects I'm still trying to get a grapple on that one. That one's a beast. But I'm not it's a lot of the um tools that are in Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, etc. They're all the same in all the other programs. So if you just open them up and start playing around, they all work the same. Um and a lot of and the way Adobe works is that they're all integrated. They all work together. If you open up Lightroom and then you can just take that one image and open up that raw file into Photoshop. It's all integrated. So that's why I've stayed inside they've done a real good job to make sure I stay inside the Adobe ecosystem, but it's never failed me yet. Now, sometimes that damn thing crashes. I'm not going to lie. That shit pisses me off. So make sure you save a lot. But Adobe Premiere is really great. There's tons of third-party plugins for it. That's what I really like about it. And all my YouTube videos are done through Adobe Premiere. So I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions about it, Simon, you just let me know. I'll at least point you in the right direction, because that's what I like doing. I want to make sure you can level up too, okay? Um, um, one, here's the thing. I would recommend, like, oh, if you want to get into video editing, try iMovie or try something else, or like Final Cut Pro is a little bit friendlier, right? But quite honestly, I just love that. Again, it's the fact that there's so many third-party presets, LUTs, plugins, and all that stuff that integrate with Adobe Premiere. That's one of the reasons why I like it. And I pay a monthly subscription of $55 for the entire Adobe Cloud, Creative Cloud suite. And that gives me access to numerous programs that are, whenever it's updated, I get free updates. So quite honestly, it's paid for itself numerous times over. I just pay it, and guess what, people? This is a business, so it's a write-off. So what's it to you? Every business, you got to have expenses, and trust me, at the end of the year, when I'm going to pay my taxes, I'm looking for every expense, okay? Because I want to report everything so that I can pay less taxes, okay? I don't mind having expenses. I really don't, as long as it's justifiable. It makes sense because it lowers the amount of tax I have to pay at the end of the year. So get over it and pay up, okay, people? You can't get everything for free. Only thing you get for free is death and taxes, right? Who said that? Only thing, I think that was Benjamin Franklin. He said, "Only thing guaranteed is death and taxes." Anyway, you're welcome, Simon. You're welcome. Appreciate the question. Okay, now let's get to the next thing. All right, now let's get to the fourth thing. The fourth and last. Wow, we're really right on track. Hey, everybody! Thank you so much on Instagram for tuning in, on YouTube. That's what's up. Thank you, everybody. Loving these questions, and on my Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, feel free to go to my professional page, Robert Silver Photography, and I'm live on there as well. Hey, thanks, Anthony. Oh, just wanted to pop up and say hi. Hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I really do, guys. This really, like, I don't think you understand how much preparation I really put into this. I wanted to provide informative, useful content for you so you could level up. Um, it really takes a lot of time to put this together because I research questions. I want to make sure that the topics I bring up are relevant and that are going to really enable you to level up. Okay? Now, the next and last thing. Woo! Shit. You know, someone send me some tea. That's what I need. I need some green tea because I tell you, the talking is no joke. No joke. All right. The fourth reason why photography alone is no longer gonna cut it, folks, is this one's kind of cool though. It actually makes you a better photographer. Okay, adding video to your repertoire does make you a better still photographer. And you say, well, how the hell is that? Well, the process or the approach to setting up scenes or scenario, whatever the case may be, for your client or video, lighting, composition, etc. It's similar, but it's different to still photography. But it forces you to be more analytical. Why? Because now you have to worry about stabilization. You have to be very careful about how your settings are, right? You can't just go to high speed like at a 1/2000th of a second or something like that. It's not. It just doesn't work in that particular way. You have to worry about sound and lighting. So all these other things are way more sensitive. Now, of course, you have to worry about lighting in photography, but you could get away with a lot more murder in still photography because you have a raw file. You can boost it up a stop or two, and you can do all sorts of manipulation to that one frame. But in this case, it's video, it's motion, and it affects it, and you can only do so much to it. Um, you have less latitude, is what I'm saying. You really have to get close to in the pocket. So it really helps to refine your approach before you press that record button. In photography, we could spray, chimp, spray, check it out, spray, check it out. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me try that. In certain instances, again, you have more latitude to mess up or to course correct. So if you bring that kind of more stricter approach when it comes to videography and you put it into stills, you're going to be shooting less photos because you're getting it right before you shoot. Again, you're going to just have a more accurate, more analytical mindset when it comes to your photography in general. Lighting, since lighting is so paramount to video in very unique ways. And what I mean by that is like, just watch one of your favorite series or movies, etc. But just look for the character of lighting, depending on the scene and the mood that the director and the cinematographer is trying to project. And again, if you start to break it down and then apply it to your photography, you're going to become that much more dangerous. You're going to be awesome. Okay, so that's what I mean by adding video to your repertoire is actually going to make you a better still photographer. And plus, quite honestly, we all know that still photography came first, right? This was the chicken, and this was the egg, and the chicken now is videography. But um, I like the new challenges. What's all this passion that we're into if we're not willing to be challenged by it? And in our case, adding stabilization or the ability, you're adding motion. Let's just say that adding motion to your image as well as sound and more creative lighting. Come on, that's a great way to naturally progress in your creative abilities and push your limits as a photographer. Yes, as a photographer, you don't have to worry about sound, but the point is, it just makes you, again, back to what I was saying, a more of an analytical thinker when it comes to your approach and setting up your shot. If you haven't checked out my video, make sure you do. It's on YouTube. It's called Composition is King, because um, I found photography because I was going to school at Academy of Art in San Francisco to be a film director. Now, I didn't graduate, but the point was that in that first semester, they put a 35 millimeter film camera in my hand, and it was all about composition because we only had so many frames in the roll, right? 36 frames in that roll, and you had to tell a story given that limitation. And I like the fact that those limitations or exercises or etc. really forced me to think more, to think before I act. So, like tomorrow, I have a photo shoot. So, stay tuned on my Instagram to see some behind the scenes. But tomorrow, I have a photo shoot, and I'm only going to bring a 50 millimeter lens. Okay. Find out tomorrow which lens it is because I have a few. Um, but I'm doing it on purpose because I love putting myself in a position where it forces me to think outside the box, to not rely. It forced me to not be so comfortable. Yeah, I have an assortment of lenses, etc. Depending on the situation, that'll take care of all the situations, really. But I'm not going to bring a zoom. I'm not going to bring any. I'm just going to bring one prime lens. I'll have my subject, the model that you may have seen on my Instagram, and then just myself. And we're just going to shoot for an hour or two, and that will be that. I love putting restrictions. I need to make it exciting, and putting restrictions or adding new variables to my creative mix. Honestly, um, how can I say? I re-fall in love with my passion again. If I just go through the minutia and grab a zoom lens, that's more than likely going to take care of it. And I'm just going through a routine, and it gets very boring. It's almost like a job. And for me, since I do earn a percentage of my income through my photography, it's very easy for me to fall into just, oh, this is a job. And I don't want this to be a job. It needs to be a passion that I happen to be able to make my profession. Hey, thanks, Brooke. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, you know my antics. Here we go again. But I appreciate you tuning in here on my Instagram. So, everybody here on YouTube, etc. If you see me look down a little bit, I'm just checking out my Instagram. All right. And if you want to see where everything really looks like, make sure you head on over to my YouTube channel where I am at right now. Okay. And press that subscribe, please. Subscribe, folks. This really does help me when you subscribe. All right. I want to reach 10,000. That's like my goal. Okay, everybody. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my profile, hit that YouTube, subscribe, help me reach 10K. Okay? I want to wear a shirt 10K on the way. All right, that's all I'm asking for. All right, now let me look at my list here. Okay. Now, does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns, okay, about how to level up your photography or your creativeness? Because I will be doing episodes specifically geared toward models. I'll be doing episodes for other creative people that want to level up their marketing game. So don't worry, I got some stuff in store for you. Trust and believe it. But primarily, Marketing Monday is geared toward photographers and videographers looking to level up their game. Okay, because I hear so many. I get those questions the most from other photographers on how to make create a website, or should they create a website, or what marketing tools should they use, and how should they reach out to models through social media and Instagram and everything else. And a lot of times it's the same questions I'm getting, but different people asking. And and on top of it, I see a lot of the same mistakes. Okay. Now, with that said, this is gonna be a little segue right here. One of my upcoming video, a matter of fact, next week is gonna be about this. Okay, it's gonna be about marketing mistakes new portrait photographers continue to make. Okay, that's next week's topic. So if you want to make sure you got some questions about that, because honestly, mistakes to me are areas for opportunities, right? So these are opportunities for you to improve. But if you don't realize that you're making these mistakes, or someone's not going to just sit you down and tell you that, you're going to continue to make them, and it will eventually you'll lose opportunities, whether it be working with a preferred model, etc., or at an event, or money. Okay, most importantly, in my case. Now, so make sure you stay tuned. And how you can do that is subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay, and at Robert Silver Photography, and click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon, because I will be going over a few common mistakes that portrait photographers continue to make, especially new photographers. You guys, all of you do the same shit. I tell you, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, and I have to say it. Okay, I have to say it. You guys, stop it. Stop it right now. Okay, just stop it now. But that's okay. We've all been there. I've been there. And in some ways, sometimes I still make certain stupid mistakes too. So, but at the same time, I want to help you avoid those mistakes so that you can level up even faster. All right. So make sure you're tuned in next week. Let's see here. Now, like I said, if you enjoyed any of the content that I'm bringing to you through Marketing Monday, feel free to support my endeavors through Cash App at you put $ Robert Silver SLVER 247, or send me a super chat on my YouTube channel right now. That'd be awesome. Very appreciated. It all helps me to be able to concentrate more time into delivering more informative content for you to make more money off your creative work. That's right. If you're trying to make your passion your profession, then this series is for you. Okay. At the very least, subscribe to my channel, right? 10K on the way. Now, if you haven't already, you can follow me anywhere else on Facebook at Robert Silver Photography, or on Instagram, which most of you are already on, and Twitter at Robert Silver Photog, and of course YouTube. I'm on LinkedIn too, but it's only professional stuff there, so that's all I'm posting over there. Okay, guys. Now, let's get back to the real deal, Holyfield. Okay, folks. Now, I do want to say I really appreciate you all tuning in for another episode of Marketing Monday with Robert Silver. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, post them down below. Okay. If you're on my YouTube or Facebook, etc., don't worry. I actually check my social media quite regularly. Okay. A little addicted that way. But post them. I want to hear from you. Okay. And there's no question that is stupid. All right. So don't be embarrassed. We've all been there. All right. Regardless, I really appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you hit that, press that like, share, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon on my YouTube channel to get notifications of my upcoming videos. I'll see you next Monday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, I'm Robert Silver. Keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching.